Hey Summers!
Hi everyone!
Welcome to Make 2 and another neighbor visit. We got an invitation from Aya to visit her town, and this is one we've been looking forward to ever since she told us about it months ago. Thanks so much for your patience while we got through our long list of neighbors. But basically, this is meant to be Orthanc Tower from Lord of the Rings. And this is the tower where the evil wizard Saruman...
Yeah,
Come on, you're the Lord of the Rings geek more than me.
I just want to try and rotate it without screwing it up so people can take a look around this mighty tower. So Saruman lives here, and indeed if we take a closer look, there is one inhabitant of this house.
So it's built on a haunted house lot, as you can tell from the sidewalk and the graveyard in the back on a standard size lot. And I think that's perfect given the occupant.
Yeah, and also it doesn't need to be massive because the key thing here is to get height. So if you want to build something that looks really tall, don't build it really wide as well. So this is built on 6 stories. There's a basement as well, and then 5 floors. As I said, there's one inhabitant, and I don't know where he's gone, but when we see him, we'll click on him and show you his name. And then I'll geek out a bit. So we enter here, and this is the main entrance to the Tower of Orthanc. As you can see, there's tons of archways everywhere. Everything is in dark tones, which I think fits really well. And as we go up, you'll see the outside is also done really darkly. There's a meeting table here. I'm not going to say it's a dining room because, this is for magical meetings and whatnots. There is, however, a kitchen at the back because Saruman does still need to eat. And there's lots of fireplaces throughout. So here we have, I think this is a haunted fireplace, this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's lots of candles and fireplaces all around. And so this is just the entrance, which is the largest floor in footprint size, and it gets smaller as you go up. Now for the whole property, it's really clever. Aya's got sort of alternating spiral staircases. This room here, which I think is 4x4, is sort of your central stairwell for the entire property. Let's do the basement first, because it's pretty small. This is, I think this is really cool. It's basically a little jail, and there are 4 cells, and in each of the cells there's a skeleton and some chains. That one just has some chains, some more chains, and this one has another skeleton.
That is grim.
Yeah, and then actually in the films Lord of the Rings, underneath this basement is where all the orcs would do the evil bidding of Saruman to build his monstrous army.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's go up to the 2nd floor. This I think is the main living floor, and here we have the occupant, whose name is Saruman of Many Colours. Now, being a little bit geeky, Saruman is actually Saruman the White. I think that was his official name. Ooh, spooky time. But he called himself in Lord of the Rings Saruman of Many Colours, and he made himself a sort of coat of many colours, a bit like Joseph from the Technicolor Dreamcoat. And that's because he thought he was the bee's knees and super amazing. So well done for picking up on calling him Saruman of Many Colours, which is, he only I think refers to himself as that once, but it's a very presumptuous name to give himself, and he's basically being really arrogant by calling himself something other than Saruman the White. So we're definitely in Saruman evil territory in this property. Some magical stuff, magical bookcases, and some more fireplaces on this floor. We said this is where he lives, so there's a closet here, a bedroom there, and then a bathroom there. And you can start to see sort of the structure of the place to give it that really tall look. So you've got these tall jutty out bits. What's the proper name for jutty out bits?
I don't know.
Buttresses?
Sure.
So on the 3rd floor you can see those ground buttresses a bit more clearly. So these spiky things coming out of the building to help give it that shape and accentuate the tallness for the rest of it. Now this floor looks a little bit empty, but it has got a very important room over here, sort of a magical spellcasting room.
Mm-hmm.
So this is where I think Saruman does a lot of his evil doings.
Is that not where he had his battle start out with Gandalf?
We're going to get to that,
okay.
I think. I think it's on the floor above.
Okay.
So let's pop upstairs now. So here, there's quite a lot going on this floor, but over in, I think this is the key bit. This
the Palantir.
That is the Palantir, and on seeing that, that's what prompted Gandalf to realise that Saruman really had gone completely nutso and needed to be put down. So somewhere around here, I think, is where they had their fight. So it would have been right around this place. Maybe it was on another floor, but certainly it was around the Palantir. And there's lots of other magical lamps here, or sort of, glowing things. Another library with these magical books. Another magical area. I think this actually is where Saruman is brewing the sort of gunpowder bombs that he'll use in Helm's Deep. So I think here he's developing the gunpowder bombs that he'll use in Helm's Deep. And finally over here we have another magical potions room. I think this is where probably he stores all his special supplies for mixing in his cauldron. And he's got lots of books around. Now, this is kind of the top of the building. There's no stairs up, but there is one more floor. This is the 5th floor. No stairs up, because importantly there's no stairs down. And this is where Gandalf would have been held prisoner by Saruman.
Cool.
And you can see now we're just putting the roof on top as well.
That's perfect.
So look at that. That's so cool. It looks so good and dark and spooky and eerie. And I think that, the haunted lot really adds to the dreariness of the whole place.
I bet you that there's a way to trap a sim. For instance, Aya, if you had a sim of Gandalf, you could lure him up here, with a staircase. And then while he's up here, remove the staircase. And then what would happen? He'd be stuck.
My goodness. His stuff would just go down and then eventually he'd, get back to being inspired again.
Yeah, there are no eagles in Sims FreePlay, unfortunately, to come and rescue poor Gandalf sim, but it would be funny.
Yeah, it would be funny, though. It would be a bit of a shame to waste for one of your sims just to be stuck up here forever.
True.
Maybe he was here and since then he's managed to escape. So that is 6 floors, of Orthanc Tower.
That's a great view from the top as well, with all the roads stretching desolately into the distance. It kind of has that feel of the industry that Saruman brought to the Middle-earth lands where he was occupying,
Yeah, it definitely exemplifies, I think, the industry of war.
Yeah.
And possibly also, the industry of war that started in World War I, where Tolkien was, he originally experienced. So I always think that this is something that, in the films at least, is very much influenced by that early experience from Tolkien.
Yeah.
So I think we've probably geeked out enough about this. I think it's really amazing. It's such a creative idea and so brilliantly executed.
So thank you so much to Aya for inviting us, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the tour. Please let us know in the comments what you think. And in the meanwhile, if you're new to our channel, feel free to subscribe because we've got plenty more Sims FreePlay videos on the way.
Thanks for watching.